We move on to hole 7. Valarie Jenkins with 6 pars in a row. This is a gettable par 3, 280 feet, slight rise. She curves that one off left. She's going to have about 35 feet for birdie. Catrina Allen, straight up the gap, actually goes past the pin. A great shot by Catrina Allen. Paige Pierce, whoop, that's off to the right. Heisering back. That is a local route by Paige Pierce. She finds that route. That's why you show up early, folks. And Vanessa VanDyken, oh, a tough kick at the end. Let's watch these ladies putt for birdie. Paige Pierce, Hart, and Valarie Jenkins. First birdie of the round. 6 pars, 1 birdie. She leads by 4. Back to the men. We advance to hole 8. This is about 250 feet over the water to clear. The pin's about 260 feet. This is a gettable birdie, and Valarie brings those trees to the right in play. That was a very lucky shot to get through those trees. Paige Pierce puts it on the green very nicely. Oh, a tough bounce. She's behind that tree. She'll have a tough look at birdie, but she can hit that putt. Catrina Allen is short. Looks like she was playing the hyzer and just didn't pull it right enough. A very tough break for Catrina Allen. Vanessa VanDyken does not want to leave it short, but she does. Got a couple of players throwing from the OB drop zone. They'll have easy bogeys, giving up at least 1, potentially 2 strokes to Valarie. Let's see if Valarie can capitalize. A pretty smart shot, not bringing the water into play at all. Paige Pierce running it and going OB. Instead of cutting the lead to 3, she raises it to 5. We're moving on to hole 9. Let's see the men finish 8.
Down. Hit the tree and backward. Get lucky.
With 27 holes to go, Valarie Jenkins is putting on a clinic as to how to win a tournament. Get a lead the first round and play solid and consistent the rest of the way. All pars, 1 birdie. Catrina and Paige are pushing, trying to catch her, carding multiple birdies and multiple bogeys, and we end up in the same place we started. Here's Paige Pierce's second shot on this dog leg left to right. She gets hung up in a tree. It was a good run, just a little bit wide. Valarie Jenkins gets a nice skip. She's got about 20 feet to an elevated basket for par. Catrina Allen, disco. Paige has been right on 3 or 4 of her longer putts as Valarie makes it in for birdie. That's something that we would think that she'd be able to correct. We'll see what happens on the back 9. So here we go on to the longest hole on the course for the ladies, the 670-foot par 4 hole 11. Let's start this with Jessica Weiss. She's on the chase card, but she is playing very well. Through 10 holes, she's had 4 birdies, a bogey, and a very tough double bogey, but she's currently sitting in 4th place. The beautiful tee at hole 11, and now we're ready to go for Valarie Jenkins on the tee. So Valarie has 2 birdies on the day. Vanessa VanDyken also has 2 birdies on the day. Paige Pierce and Catrina Allen have 3 and 4 birdies respectively. This is a show of exactly how you need to play the game of disc golf. You play consistent, you play steady, you make sure you get your pars, you don't put up any big numbers, and when the course gives you a chance, you take the birdie. And that is what Valarie is doing. Here's Vanessa VanDyken. All of the ladies so far have cleared the trees, although Valarie just barely. She might be on the edge and have a very awkward lie. And Vanessa VanDyken, here is Vanessa's second shot. Well, I think she's going to be happy with that. She gave herself a look at birdie. She's got about 25 feet to the elevated basket here on hole 11. Valarie Jenkins just wants to get this close. Oh, way left, early out of her hand. That awkward stance clearly had an impact. She is left. She'll have a relatively easy up and down to save the par. Catrina Allen gunning for the green. Perfect placement. She's got 12 feet for birdie. Paige Pierce's second shot. Oh, that's interesting. That's long. It drops off a little after the pin. She's got about 25 to 30 feet. A great run by Vanessa VanDyken for birdie. Call it a par. Paige Pierce for birdie. Well, she finally misses left, I suppose. Catrina Allen for birdie. Heart. What about love? Paige Pierce for par. Count it. So Catrina Allen is going to be carding the only birdie here on hole 11. She'll take the box, gain a stroke on Valarie, and if history is any indicator, she'll give it back with a bogey later on in the round. Let's see if she can avoid that and keep the chase on. She's now down by 5. So we go to hole 12. Valarie Jenkins leads by 5 after Catrina Allen's birdie on hole 11. Here's Catrina Allen on the tee. A beautiful drive. You want to get this shot, if you can, over those trees and then have a look up and over that rise. The approach shot is where it's at on hole 12. The first shot, you just pump it as hard and straight as you can and get yourself in a good position. Valarie Jenkins leaves that potentially a little bit to the right, but I suspect she'll be able to manage just fine. And Paige pulls that quite a bit to the right. It's going to be an interesting approach shot from that position. And Vanessa leaves that a little bit short. Doesn't have quite the distance of the other players on this card. Here's her second shot. She's going basically straight over the right edge of that little green leaf hanging off to the right. Perfect, right through that leaf, and it fades off left. She's right in the alley. She's got a really good look to go up and down and card the par on this difficult hole 12. Here's Valarie Jenkins' second shot. Right in the maw. A great shot by Valarie Jenkins. She should also have a relatively easy up and down. Catrina Allen attacks it. A beautiful little action to the right. Catrina Allen's going to be down there probably within 60 feet, maybe even having a look at birdie. And Paige Pierce with the farthest drive of the bunch. She needs that to turn right. It fights through, but gets tangled up. Paige relaxing on the stone. What was that movie? Romancing the Stone? I don't think Paige was romancing that stone. Vanessa VanDyken, a very nice shot. She's got about 15 for par. Catrina Allen, third shot. She just wants to get this close. She's got to try to find the right alley to take. She decides the hyzer route is the way. I would say I have to agree. She puts that 5 feet away for a drop-in par. Valarie Jenkins, third shot. Nice up. And Paige Pierce actually has a run at birdie. Paige has now had 5 missed putts. If her putting game was on, she would be very close to Valarie, and there might be some serious action. It'd be interesting to see someone threaten Valarie, see if she has to change her game plan at all. Vanessa VanDyken, a very solid putter. Well done. And Catrina Allen for par. Wow. Catrina Allen gives back her birdie much faster than she had hoped. And that is unfortunate. Val Jenkins taps in. Paige Pierce will tap in. And we will be moving on to hole 13, one of the most difficult holes on the course. But you need all the control and power you can handle. Valarie Jenkins leads by 5.